get the job underway, ladies and gents. Outstanding penny calves. Ridden firmly, weaned, ready to go. 440 kilos, 230. 20. I mean, 25, 6, 7. I mean, 227, my man. I mean, 9. I mean, 229, 30. I mean, 230, my head. 1. Yes. 10, 2. I mean, 3.
The end of a long fortnight in the Western District saw Warrnambool conduct its Weaner sale on Friday, and Anthony Marnie joins me from the Associated Agents. Anthony, a lot bigger yarding than what you expected here, advertised just over the 3,000, come up with 3,800, but made no difference, they kept going.
Yeah, I think what happened was, I think a few of the clients had sort of heard a few reports coming out, and I think probably what really did raise the numbers up, we got quite a few more heifers that blokes decided to sell, and what sort of really lifted the numbers up quite markedly just over the last, and that only happened in the last 2 or 3 days, so we had to do a bit of a quick reshuffle on the draw, but it's still all come together very well.
Yeah, a very solid sale going down the first lane on the black steers with plenty of weight in them. 230 was the starting money, and they were still boxing on at 30s, 8s and 40s and 41s. You'd be very happy with that sort of mark.
Yeah, I think I must admit the first few pens were sort of well over 400 kilos, and I think they made 235 and 237, so you sort of got the idea then that this is going to go pretty well. And I think for the first time actually in our Weaner sale this year, we decided that we'd sort of try and keep the weight up on the black steers before. We normally sell the black steers weight all out, but we sort of decided to keep the weight up, and I think it did pay dividends, and I think about pen 7 or 8 might have made 241, and it sort of just set the tone right through then.
Yeah, wonderful run of Charolais-cross steers here today, probably as good as what you'd find anywhere in the country. Plenty of inquiry on those, and up to over nearly 235 and 238 on those too.
Yeah, I think that the feature of the Charolais cattle here is our beautiful soft cattle. So you just sort of, just amazing how with the season down here, how people have been able to keep their cattle nice and soft. I mean, there was the odd Charolais that sort of was a bit sort of off the top a bit, but that run of Charolais when you stood over them from the rail were just absolutely magnificent. They had beautiful backs on them, and I think the buyers appreciated that.
Yeah, when you got down into your lighter cattle, there was a groundswell of orders that came out from nowhere, and Warrnambool we know is probably as far south as what you can go, but there was plenty of interstate orders pulled out of the back pocket today. Yeah,
well, we got quite a few of the commission buyers here, and they were sort of, they were trying to round them up. They were trying to box on early and just couldn't get in. So you sort of knew that when it come to particularly the second run of black cattle that we weigh, we were generally under 300 kilos or around that 300 kilos. You could see them sort of starting to step into them just to fill orders.
Yeah, even right down into the little, the light unweight cattle, 220s and 30 kilos, very hard to buy any sort of steer under about $60, $70 or $80.
Well, I think probably, Warrnambool's a little bit different. A lot of other centres in the southwest, we tend not to sort of weigh any calves, try not to weigh them under sort of 280 odd kilos. We just feel that they're better off sold, dollars per head. And I think today, I mean, it was very hard to buy any of those cattle under $640 or $50. So, cents a kilo wise, they were working out at a pretty decent rate.
Yeah, 100 pens of heifers with some outstanding Charolais in it too. And plenty of cattle in the early runs with condition on them up to 220s, and a lot of sold between 205 and 215.
Yeah, well, I think we started off on the Charolais and Euro cross heifers today, and I think it was a good idea because it sort of kicked off and they sort of got around those 230s for them, and a lot of weight. There was cattle there with 380, 400 kilo heifers. So I think from that point of view, it was a good idea. And once they got into the blacks, it just sailed along nicely. It got very consistent. There was probably 5 or 6 blokes you'd ask a price around whatever you thought, 215 or 18 or 20 or 22 or something, and they were all around the same money. So, but they had their stopping point. They weren't prepared to go too cranky.